Happy Monday, gentlemen. I just wanted to get on here and do a quick video. My last video was making some London fog. I just got done smoking my first test run of it. I just kind of let it hang out over the weekend here at work. And then I got my trusty Peterson Shamrock out. But apparently I didn't put the bit down on the way. But anyway, they still smoke fine. My trusty Canadian smoker here. But I loaded it up with some London Fog, which you saw me make in the last video. Comprised of that, along with a little bit of stove and a little bit of red. And I was pleasantly surprised and pleased. Like I told you guys before, I had a little bit of Virginia Woods left. And I wasn't too fond of smoking it straight, and I had seen Simon of London make some, so I blended that a little bit, and it was still a little bit stronger on the Virginia Wood side, so I kept adding some Navy Flake until it came out to a really nice tobacco, because you have the brights flue-cured in this, but then the stoved and the reds from the Virginia Woods kind of gave it a really nice bready, a little bit more medium tobacco Virginia taste. So instead of just all the brights, you kind of had the brights plus the mediums, which really made a really nice tobacco. So I smoked it this morning, and I'll tell you, I'm not sure if I would have known the difference between the two. I'm thinking about adding maybe just another 2-finger pinch of the stoved and the reds to this, mixing it up. So that would make maybe like a 4 grams of stoved, 4 grams of red Virginias, and then 20 grams of the Peter Stokkebye's Navy Flake. You know, roughly. I'm not using a digital scale or anything like that, but just to increase it just a little bit. And then if I get a little bit too much of the reds in the stoves, I just add a little bit of flake back to it, and it would be kind of like perfect. It's kind of like you get to the stopping point, and then you bring it back just a little bit. But this was really good. So it turned out really good. I typically don't experiment with mixing tobaccos. This is an exception. It's just a really good combination of brights and also the reds and the stoved. You know, when I thought about this before, I thought, well, I wouldn't typically take my favorite tobacco and blend it with stuff that's not my favorite. But I happen to have had some Virginia Woods, and I thought, well, I'll try. I'll give up a few flakes of this, and to see if I can make it into something different. And it turned out to be a really good blend. And so, since this stuff you can get so inexpensive, and really, getting some Sutla 515 and 507S is cheap as all get out. Also, you're talking about $2 an ounce for a really nice Virginia Perique blend with some nice reds and some nice stoved Virginias. So, highly suggest this. I know Court 3078 is back on, and he offered to send me a little bit of Solani Silver Flake. So maybe we'll get on here. I'll message him. Maybe we'll get him a little bit of London Fog. See how he likes that. We'll do a little trade, but I appreciate the offer, Court, and I think I might take you up on that. I always hate receiving gifts from the pipe community, but that's what we do, I guess. And this is just kind of my everyday thing. This is what I always take outside in the morning with me. My Corona Old Boy knockoff, just a backup lighter. This is what I use once I fill my pipe, and I just cap it off to transport it upstairs and outside, and then I take it off. And then just my trusted Beans tamper, so that way if you end up losing them, not too big of a deal. But anyway, yay, it turned out really good. Really easy blend to make. I mean, really could come down to taking, if you wanted to make an ounce of tobacco, you could do 7 or 8 flakes of your favorite vapor if you're willing to use it, or even a vapor you're like, it's okay, but I need a little more body to it, and just add maybe a 3-finger pinch of stoved and reds, and I think you would probably just mix it up, and you can probably smoke it right away. So I don't think a 3-day weekend or a 2-day weekend really did much good to it, but it just kind of let it hang out. But it turned out really good. So there's a report back. I'll probably try to smoke it sometime and but I'd really do better just smoking it and then coming back and doing a video talking about it. So there's the results, guys. It's a winner. I will probably always keep this around because this stuff in bulk probably will always be around. Actually, I don't know if 515's Red Cake will, because it's after 2007. I don't know. Maybe it's been, I don't know. That sucks. I didn't think about that. But the Stowed Virginia's probably been around a while, and then this stuff has been around since before 2007, I'm sure. So, a nice blend, something I haven't ever ran across, so make this video short. I just wanted to let you guys know that, in my opinion, it was a successful blend. And Unicorn Piper, I won't be ruining any more Virginia Woods. I will strictly use Sutliff's stuff because you can't get Virginia Woods anymore. So there you have it, folks. You guys have a good Monday. Bye.